Hey, second grade friends, it's Mrs. Barhorst here with some phonics time. We're going to go ahead and review sounds, but first I'd like to take a look at the letter cards and your picture cards, and then we'll go back to sight words tomorrow. So we're just going to do some of them. I'm going to go ahead and make this plain color to focus a little bit more. This is combination QU. Go ahead and repeat. Okay. Combination ER, combination IR, combination UR, repeat. Good. Digraph CH, digraph CK, digraph TH, and combination AR. Okay, those are our letter cards. Here's a couple of our picture cards. Here's duck, k, rose, z, anchor, k, cheese, ch, chef, sh, bird, dollar, thimble, th, turtle, butter, shark, sh, quilt, qu, and star, r. Those are the only picture cards we're going to do today. Just kind of keep them in your mind so you never forget them. And we also added the letter cards in. Now we're going to go ahead and review some sounds. Here is a bunch of sounds, and I'm going to tell you a sound, and you can mark it off, cover it with an X, or if you're at home and you want to use pennies or something else to cover them up to play bingo, that's quite all right. I'm going to give you some directions. For every direction I give you, you're going to cover up one box with an X. If you don't want to look and you just want to see if you can get it on your own, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, I'm going to play along so you can compare your answers. Number 1, cover the initial sound you hear in chair. Repeat chair. Good. Initial sound is the beginning sound. All right, number 2, cover the medial spelling in shirt. In shirt, like bird. Right. Cover the initial spelling in quiet. What do you hear at the beginning of quiet? Just like quilt. Very good. Combination QU. Cover the medial spelling in shark. Shark. All right. Now cover the vowel sound you hear in pond. Please feel free to repeat pond, the vowel sound. All right, number 6, cover the medial spelling in horn or horn. Okay, number 7, cover the initial sound you hear in egg, like elephant, egg. Remember, when you hear or you see, 4 across or 4 down or 4 from corner to corner, you're going to yell, phonics bingo! I need to be able to hear you all the way through your computer. All right, I did number 7. So number 8, cover the final spelling that you hear in duck. I heard you. Phonics bingo. All right. Or, k, and qua are 4 straight across. Good job reviewing your sounds today. All right. Let's go ahead and turn to the back. You'll see review words number 1. The first word I would like you to finger spell is film. Film. A long time ago, before we had digital cameras, we used film and took pictures that way. Go ahead and write it. And then check with mine. All right. Number 2, repeat kick. Good, kick. Go ahead and finger spell k. 2 letters represent that final sound because it's a short word after a short vowel. Check with mine. Very good. And number 3 is thunder. Now, how many syllables does thunder have? Let's clap it out. Thunder. 2 syllables. So let's focus on the first one. And sometimes when there's more than 1 syllable, I'll even make little blanks. So let's focus on the first syllable. Thun. Kind of ran into my second syllable there. Now we're going to start over with our fingers. D. Is represented by combination ER in the final position like butter. So thunder, you can't see that very well. I'll write it bigger. Thunder is spelled like that. Okay, moving on to number 4 sight word. The number 4 is into. Repeat into. Very good. Write it. Check with mine. Into creates the word into. Number 5, of. Repeat of. Write it. Try to write bigger. OF spells of. Very good. And number 6, you're going to see a ton in books. It's said. Repeat said. And write it. S-A-I-D, said. Very good. You can go ahead and fill in this high frequency word box by saying, spelling, and saying with somebody at your home. We're going to put a pause on the new sounds and words for a moment. And I would like you to echo some words with me today. All right. So please repeat after me. When, which, and whiz. Very good. I'm going to do that again, and I want you to focus in on the beginning sound or the initial position. When, which, and whiz. What sound do you hear in the initial position at the beginning sound? Wah. Very good. I can hear the sound wah. Look at these words and see what is making this sound. Here is the word when, the word which, and the word whiz. This is not like a Halloween witch. This is like which one do you choose? What is making the wah sound in these words? Good, the W and the H. The W and the H is actually a combination. So you know how to code combinations with an arc underneath. Okay, do you remember what a combination is? It's 2 letters that make a unexpected sound. You can kind of hear the breath wah when you have these words. When, you can feel a breath on your hand. Which, and whiz. You can feel the breath from the H. So how do we code these words? Well, you know combinations are arced. So I'm going to go ahead and code WH combination with an arc. I'm going to look at the vowels, and I see this vowels followed by a consonant, so I'm going to breathe it. Same with this one. I also see a digraph CH like cheese. And I see that this I is followed by a consonant, so I'm going to breathe it as well. Okay? All right, so that's how we go ahead and we code these words. Are these words accented? Yes, they are. They are all 1-syllable words. When, which, and whiz. We don't have to accent every single 1-syllable word, but they are accented. Let's take a look and see what our letter cards are. I'm going to give you a riddle. First, I'll show you the letter card. This is combination WH. Repeat after me. Combination WH. Very good. Now, for the picture card, I want to give you a little clue. I have a riddle for you to discover the new keyword. This is something that you find in the ocean. This is one of the biggest sea animals in the world. Blubber keeps this animal warm. This animal spouts water from a hole on the top of its head. Can anyone tell me what the new keyword that represents combination WH? Say it if you know it. Good, whale. Whale is the keyword for WH combination. So repeat after me, whale. Good, whale. Okay, now say it with your hand in front of your face. So you should feel a little breath with the H. Whale. Okay, do you feel that? All right. So that is our keyword. Let's go ahead and go back to our workbook page, number 7. Our new sound today is combination WH. Go ahead and write it. And now let's practice some new words with the WH combination inside of it. Number 8, the word is when. Repeat, when. Good. When are you coming over? When. WH in the initial position. When. All right, the next new word is number 8. Number 9. Number 9 is which. Which one is your favorite? Repeat, which. Write it. And then check with mine. Very good. Number 10 is whisper. Repeat, whisper. Whisper. Whisper has 2 syllables. Whisper. Whis. Is. Per. Kind of sneak them together here. Per. Combination ER there at the end and a combination WH at the beginning. Whisper is WHISPER. All right, kiddos. Now we are ready to go ahead and start coding. You know that WH is a combination, and we're going to focus on that with our arcing today. So number 1. Take a look at it. See if you can code it a little bit. Not much to code in number 1. You can see that there's combination WH right there. You can see this I is followed by consonant F, so that's breathed. And now I know how to sound this word out. If, with, with. If you have, if you whiff something or you smell it really quickly, is a whiff. Trying to think. Sometimes if I drive by McDonald's or if I drive by fast food, I get a quick whiff of some good cooking. So that is a whiff, a quick smell. So you can see, you might think that this is a whiff because it's by her nose, but you're actually going to see there's a better word that matches that one. Number 2, WHIZ. If you come to this word and you don't know how to say it, let's take a look at how you code it. So combination WH, breathe that I. And now I know that it's whiz. If you are a whiz at something, you know it and you can do it very quickly. Some of you are whizzes with extra math. All right, number 3. Number 3 has combination UR like turtle and it's blur, a blur. Maybe you're running so fast you were like a blur when you ran by. I could barely see you. Blur. Number 4 has 2 vowels. You'll see vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. Okay? When you see that VCCV pattern, you're going to make a division line between the 2 consonants. Breathe the I, but the E is part of a combination ER. So I'm going to code it that way. Remember, when you have a VCCV pattern, most of the time you're going to accent that first syllable. And now you can focus on the first syllable sounding it out and then the second. So litter. Say it quickly. Litter. So this young lady, she is littering. That's not a good choice, is it? She's throwing her garbage on the floor, tossing it over her shoulder. So that shows litter. I'm going to change colors because I kind of spread to the next word there. Now this next one, number 5, I can see STARCH. I see R like stars. Combination AR. I see digraph CH like cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and sound it out. Starch. Starch. Starch is something that some parents put on their clothes, on your clothes, and then iron them, and it makes them stiff and gets all the wrinkles out. Starch. No picture of starch. Now, number 6, I see combination OR, and I see it after a bossy W. So that tells me it's not or like horse, it's like worm. And in fact, the word is worm. So that's the only code, and we're going to draw a line up to that worm. Okay, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and RUW, read, underline, and write 7, 8, 9, and 10. Do it together here. Now I would like you to pause the video, and I want you to pause the video because I want you to try to read this story about Jan and her 6 dogs on your own, and then we'll come back and read it together. If you are unsure of any of the words in this story, please code right on the paper and sound out that word using your codes and how you know the sounds because of the way you coded that word. So go ahead and pause me and read, and then come on back and hit play. All right, friends, welcome back. Let's read together this time, starting with Jan. Ready? Go. Jan has 6 dogs. Zipper has black fur and the best bark. Zipper's bark is soft, not harsh. Max has a sharp, shrill bark. Max and Zipper bark a lot. Sounds like that's a lot of dogs in one place. So let's take a look at number 7. Which dog has the best bark? Best bark. Well, I read. Now let's go see what we can underline in the story. Which dog has the best bark? Best bark. Here's the words best bark. Let's go back to the beginning and see if it tells us. Zipper has black fur and the best bark. So it's Zipper has the best bark. So I'm just going to copy right from there. Capital Z, it's the name of a dog. Zipper. I underlined and I wrote my answer. So I'm done with number 7. All right, number 8. The sharp, shrill bark is blanks. I remember I read sharp and shrill. So I'm going to go back inside the story and look for sharp and shrill. And here it is, sharp and shrill bark. Go back to the beginning of the sentence. Max has a sharp, shrill bark. So I underlined, and now I know which dog it is. It's Max's. Max's bark is sharp and shrill. So I'm going to cross out that W. I wrote my answer. Now number 9. Jan has 4 dogs. I read, and I remember there was a number word, and I don't think it was the number 4. Let me go back and see if there's a number. Here's the number word 6. Let me read that. Jan has 6 dogs. I underlined, she does not have 4 dogs. She has 6 dogs. So I'm going to go ahead and write in the bubble that says no and cross out that W. Number 10, who are Zipper and Max? Zipper and Max. Okay, I read the question. Now, I can see that they want me to restate the question. They want me to use a complete sentence. When I do that, I take out the question words. Who are, I do not need to restate the question, but I'm going to use Zipper and Max. So who are Zipper and Max? Well, let's see. Zipper has black fur and the best bark. Max and Zipper bark a lot. Well, they're dogs, right? They're one of Jan's dogs. So I'm going to write Zipper and Max. Zipper and Max. I'm restating. I'm using words from the question. Zipper and Max, they're dogs. Okay, I can underline that word, dogs. I know that there's a clue that they bark. All those things I can use to underline. Zipper and Max are 2 dogs. I could even be more specific and say 2 of Jan's dogs if I want, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. I'm going to give it a period because it's a statement and cross out my W. So I used words from the question, Zipper and Max, and I answered Zipper and Max are 2 dogs. I read, I underlined, and I wrote the answer. So that helps me on my checklist. Remember, when you're restating questions and you're answering with a sentence, take out those question words and then use the words that are left to help you begin your sentence. Okay, that's very helpful. All right, again, as usual, I think I should probably write in the blank here, huh? You can use the back of this page for extra practice if you need it, and to be able to do the RUWs on your own instead of with my help as always, okay? So thank you, friends, for watching, and I'll see you next time.